What is going on, fellow fans of Clash of Clans? It is a serious episode today from your host Galadon, talking about a sad state of affairs in my favorite game in the world. So yes, just like the title says, I do believe that it is true that there are top players in the global rankings right now that are cheating, okay? It's cheating slash exploiting slash taking advantage of a system, whatever you want to call it. Itzu called it cheating in his video, and I want to repeatedly refer to his video and ask you to go watch it because Itzu provides print proof of this happening. He provides what is pretty much incontrovertible evidence that these top players are cheating in order to push one player or a few players towards the top of the leaderboards. Now you may ask, Itzu made that video 2 weeks ago. Why have you waited 2 weeks, Galadon? And I have to tell you honestly, okay? I actually have battled with my conscience over this one because I feel like part of me says, no, don't bother to make this video because all you're doing is bringing more attention to the people that's what they want in the first place, okay? That's what the cheaters are after anyway. And there's really two parts to this, and there's one part that is not bad and one part that is bad, okay? And what I mean by that is the part that's not bad is the fact that there are players being paid large amounts of money, apparently, to change their name to other players' names to get more notoriety for those names. Now, that in and of itself is kind of cool because, hey, some players get to make thousands of dollars. Why not, right? Let's go ahead and let them make the money as long as Supercell is allowing you to change your name repeatedly. Take advantage of it. Spend a few thousand gems, make a few $1,000s, and you're promoting a couple of people's names. Now, of course, I don't know who these people are, and a Google search didn't really help me out either, so I'm still kind of confused. And also, I've got an ex-girlfriend named Stephanie. Is it possible that she got into Clash or... Wait, could this be Aunt Stephanie? No, wait. This was my best friend's dog walker growing up's name was Stephanie. No, wait. My niece's playmate is named Steph. No, wait a minute. There's a Stephanie next... Oh my goodness. Who could it... This is crazy. I don't know who this could be. But okay, so the point is that players, a couple of them, seem to be dominating the leaderboards in Clash of Clans, okay? And now, of course, I'm not just here to complain about it. I also have a proposal of how I think it could be fixed, okay? Now, of course, it wouldn't necessarily fix the problem completely, but at least the problem that I see that's really happening right now is the fact that the best players in the world, arguably, are not able to make it to even the top 10 right now, much less the top 3. And it's because of this system, the way that the ELO system, that is the way that trophies work, and the way that players are getting matched with other players each day. So let me get down to a little bit of how Legend League works and why I think this is a problem and how I think it could be fixed. Now, first of all, let me remind you that I do not work for Supercell, that all of my opinions are my own, and obviously, with a video like this, nobody's paying me, especially nobody at Supercell, to make a video like this talking about a problem in the game, okay? It is something that hopefully they are going to deal with and they are going to fix, but for now, this is the way I see it. And the reason I say that is because I don't know 100% for sure. I'm just assuming this is how the Legend League system works. And what I'm saying is, okay, let's look at the Legend League leaderboard right now. If you have, say, 6,200 trophies, it's likely, it seems reasonable, that the game is going to match you with players that are within a certain range, maybe 200 trophies or so, right? Each day you get 8 opponents, and they're chosen from players that are relatively close to your trophy range. If you're lower and you've taken a look at the opponents you get matched with, oftentimes they have the exact same number of trophies that you do, but that's because there are thousands of players down at, the 5,000 to 5,500 range to pull from, to grab you those 8 opponents. When you're at 6,200, there's literally a handful, maybe dozens at the most. Let's say you grab the top, okay, everybody above 6,000 trophies matches, okay? Using that rationale, you would still be having about a pool of less than 80 players to pull from, right? So maybe the top 70 or so here are going to be possible opponents tomorrow in Legend League. Of those 70, if we take a look, it looks like the colluding players' names appear in over 20% of the top 70 players' names, okay? So they're all either one of these two names. And so what that means is, statistically speaking, if you're pulling 8 opponents from 80 and 20% have this name, that means you're likely to pull 2 opponents each day that have this name as well. And they could be colluding with each other and intentionally pushing certain players up the leaderboards, and that's why we're seeing this huge gap at the end of the season where there's one player that is insanely far ahead of everyone else. It would make sense if that player was incredibly good, but again, Itzu has explained why that is not the case. In fact, those players up there that are getting to the very, very top are only slightly above average attackers, far from world class. And again, check out Itzu's video. He goes into proof, details. He has data miners that have legally pulled information from the Clash servers, not hackers. They're data miners. There is a difference. And they have been able to prove that there are certain players at the very top of Legend League who are not getting attacked as often. Or if they are, they're winning defenses. Okay, there's obviously a reason there that only certain players are seeing a huge number of defenses each season. So again, I have to ask you to go check out Itzu's video. Of course, the link is in the description because he explains it so very well. And I didn't really want to go into that whole portion of the argument. I think that Itzu makes it very, very well. And I think that he lays down the proof that supports the claims that both he and I make in the titles of our videos. But Galadon, why even bother making this video then? And I have 3 specific reasons why. Okay, reason number 1, I would like to bring a little more attention to this issue so that hopefully it does get addressed by the Clash of Clans team, so that top global players who are the best in the world, who were promised, hey, once we have Operation Blue Skies, the very best skilled players will rise to the top, the base makers, the attackers, and that's not happening. I would love to see a little more attention brought to this issue so that we could bring some change. Now, reason number 2 is because of my amazing community and the fact that I believe there are probably people out there watching this video right now that can come up with amazing ideas on how this could be fixed. And I would love to see those mentioned either in the comments, on my social media, on Clash of Clans social media, or stop by a Facebook live stream and talk to me in person one-on-one, because I do make a sincere effort to talk to everybody that shows up in the chat, even when there are thousands of people watching. Usually the Facebook chat isn't quite as crazy as other streaming platforms, so you can get through, you can get your voice heard and your questions answered in my live streams. And reason number 3, because I have a relatively good idea of my own. Now, I could be wrong, and you're welcome to shoot me down in the comments, but here's my thought. It seems like right now, the top players are being matched with their 8 opponents each day from a pool of players that are very close to them in trophies, right? Maybe 100, 200, 300 trophies at the very, very top. Why not expand that pool much wider and allow even the very top players, say at 6,000, 6,500 trophies, match anybody, say, way down at 5,500 trophies? Now, 2 things are going to happen here. First of all, you're going to have a huge pool of players, a much, much bigger pool than you had previously, so it's much less likely that they would be matched with somebody they know. Also, a safeguard could be placed where you never match the same person twice in one season. Then, the second thing that would change, and I realize this could be somewhat of a problem, it could inflate trophies a little bit, and that is that the very top players will be matching much lower level players. And those lower level players will have easier base designs, softer bases that aren't upgraded as much. But, and here's the thing, so what? So everybody up there gets a slightly easier Legend League day. Maybe more 3 stars, maybe more high 2 stars come across. So the trophies get inflated a little bit, but they get inflated across the board for everybody that's near the top, rather than being inflated because you have a 10 to 20% chance of matching an opponent that is going to gift you trophies or gift you a 0 trophy loss on defense. So that's my thought. It seems like it should work, but again, I have a lot of intelligent viewers out there. I know there's some 300 IQ commenters ready to let me know down in the comments what they think could be done to fix this problem. And then one more thing, I think additionally, if we just limit the number of name changes a little bit, so you can't be changing your name maybe as many times as you can right now, and I'll go back and look at that again. That might help out a little bit as well. Anyway, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Is this cheating at all? Is it exploiting? Is it taking advantage of a flawed system? Is it okay? I appreciate your feedback. You guys are the Gala fam, and I listen to every last one of you. I value your time. Thank you for stopping by. Now get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, be kind to people, animals, and planet. I'll see you all back here again tomorrow for more Full Attacks.
Galadon. They should all change their name to Peter $17.
What? Okay, Peter, and how much are you going to pay them?
Well, I didn't say that. They should do it because they love Peter.